Doctors warn, as you get older, don't eat these two things before bed. A few days ago, I saw this news. A 68-year-old man suddenly fell ill and died in the early hours of the morning. This devastating news left his family heartbroken and very puzzled. The old man had a very regular lifestyle and never overworked himself. How could he die so suddenly without any warning signs? After consulting a doctor, the reason for the old man's death was found. Through case analysis, it was confirmed that the old man indeed paid great attention to his health, but he neglected one issue. It was learned that this old man had a habit of eating snacks before bed, especially after retiring. He always felt hungry at night. Little did he know, this habit brought him great harm. What exactly is the reason? 1. The killers before bed. Many people have the habit of eating snacks at night, and they usually don't pay attention to the type of food. Often, these small oversights can lead to irreparable consequences. Doctors recommend that these two types of food should never be eaten before bed, especially for the elderly. 1. High-fat foods. Foods like fried foods and fatty meats put a lot of pressure on the heart. Consuming too much of these foods can lead to a significant increase in body fat content, which in turn increases blood viscosity, slows down blood flow, and easily causes thrombosis, posing a risk of heart attack. Especially at night, when the body's organs are in a state of rest and metabolism slows down, consuming high-fat foods requires a lot of time and energy to digest. This puts extra burden on the heart as it needs to pump harder, increasing the load on it. 2. High-salt and high-sugar foods. Doctors point out that high-salt and high-sugar foods are also very harmful to the cardiovascular system. Foods high in sugar, such as cakes and desserts, should not be eaten before bed as they put pressure on the heart. High-salt foods not only raise blood pressure but also directly damage the blood vessel walls, harming heart health. Foods like fried chicken and grilled skewers contain extremely high levels of sodium. The normal daily intake of sodium should not exceed 2,000 milligrams. Excessive intake can lead to vascular stiffness, accelerating the development of cardiovascular and cerebrovascular diseases, endangering life. 3. Spicy foods. Spicy foods, such as chili peppers and Sichuan peppercorns, can stimulate the taste buds and increase appetite. However, they also stimulate the gastric mucosa. The spiciness can increase body temperature, accelerate blood circulation, and raise blood pressure. Elderly people generally have weaker cardiovascular systems and cannot withstand such stimulation, especially those who already have cardiovascular problems. They are at a high risk of triggering heart attacks. The case of the 68-year-old man. According to the family, this 68-year-old man had a habit of eating snacks before bed, and fried foods were one of his favorites. Over time, this habit led to illness and sudden death. This incident serves as a warning for us all. Elderly people must pay special attention to their diet, especially before bed. What should elderly people pay attention to in their diet? A survey of 50,000 elderly people shows that those who frequently eat snacks at night, especially high-fat foods, have a 30% higher chance of developing cardiovascular and cerebrovascular diseases compared to those who don't eat snacks at night. As we age, not only do our appearances change, but all bodily functions also decline. Therefore, special attention must be paid to diet. When people are over 60 years old, their immune system significantly weakens, and various minor ailments begin to emerge. As the saying goes, food is the most important thing for people. Our health is closely related to our diet. Therefore, 3 meals a day are crucial. Unhealthy eating habits pose significant risks to the body. To maintain good health, it is essential to start with daily diet, especially for elderly people who need to be mindful of what they eat. The following foods should be consumed in moderation, if at all. 1. Animal organs. In Chinese culture, animal organs are considered nutritious, especially loved by many elderly people. Common dishes include pig liver and chicken hearts. According to nutritional science, these organs are rich in vitamins and proteins. For instance, pig liver is known to protect vision and enrich blood, recommended for those with night blindness. However, for elderly people, it is better to consume these organs sparingly due to their high cholesterol and purine content, which can easily cause gout, a significant risk. 2. Fried foods. Fried foods are delicious and appealing in taste and texture. Many elderly people have a special fondness for fried foods like fried balls, fried meat, and fried dough sticks. However, these foods pose hidden dangers to health. Fried foods can cause obesity, which is a concern for both young and old. Additionally, fried foods threaten the lipid profile and cardiovascular health of elderly individuals. As previously mentioned, high-fat foods are not a good choice for the elderly. Therefore, to maintain health, it is best to avoid fried foods. 3. Preserved and processed meats. In the past, when living conditions were tough, people didn't have good methods to preserve fresh vegetables, so they would pickle them to extend shelf life. These pickled vegetables have a special flavor and are popular. However, as people age and their appetites decline, they often prefer pickled and salted foods. These, however, are unhealthy due to the large amounts of salt used in pickling, which burdens the body and can cause high blood pressure. Similarly, preserved meats contain high levels of salt and should be avoided by elderly people. Processed meats like sausages also fall into this category and are detrimental to health when consumed regularly. 4. Alcohol. Drinking alcohol poses a risk for elderly people. Many people have the habit of drinking, and some enjoy a small drink before bed. However, for elderly individuals, their physical and metabolic functions are not as strong as before, and prolonged drinking can cause harm. Although alcohol can be enjoyable, it is important to drink in moderation. 5. Cold foods. Elderly people should avoid cold foods before bed, especially cold milk. While milk is rich in protein and fats beneficial to the body when consumed in moderation, elderly people have more sensitive digestive systems. Drinking large amounts of milk, especially cold milk, before bed can irritate the stomach and intestines. The low temperature can also cause blood vessels to contract suddenly, leading to strokes. Doctors advise the elderly to avoid high-fat, high-sugar, and cold beverages before bed. Pay attention to several abnormalities before bed. Our body often gives small warnings before illness strikes, but they are often overlooked, leading to negative consequences. As we age, various health issues tend to arise. Pay attention to the following signals before bed. 1. Sudden chills or fever. If you feel sudden chills or fever before bed, don't ignore it. It could be a sign of infection or inflammation in the body. Always monitor your temperature and seek medical attention if there are any issues. 2. Difficulty breathing or chest tightness. If you experience chest tightness or difficulty breathing before bed, it could indicate problems with your heart or lungs. Don't overlook it, as it may be a warning signal. 3. Rapid heartbeat or irregular heart rhythm. This symptom indicates potential heart problems and should not be taken lightly. Call emergency services immediately and don't delay by thinking it will get better after a night's sleep. 4. Dizziness or vertigo. Sudden dizziness before bed could be a sign of high blood pressure or cardiovascular disease. Pay close attention and seek medical care if abnormalities occur. 5. Sudden abdominal discomfort. Abdominal discomfort before bed may not always be due to bad food. It could signal underlying health issues, so pay close attention to all bodily symptoms as potential warnings of illness. Key points for healthy aging. For elderly people to have a stable and happy later life, it's crucial to focus on health. 1. Regular health checkups. Periodic health checks can detect diseases early for timely treatment, preventing serious health issues. 2. Maintain good lifestyle habits. Proper diet, moderate exercise, and adequate sleep are essential for health. Daily activities like walking and light exercises help maintain physical vitality. 3. Learn basic first aid. Knowing some first aid techniques can buy precious time in emergencies. 4. Mental health. Elderly people should maintain a positive mental state, communicate with family and friends, and engage in social activities to stay optimistic and happy. In conclusion, the health of elderly people requires our special attention. As children, we should be more concerned about their daily routines, urging parents to get regular checkups. Many elderly people might not realize the importance of this. Helping them develop healthy eating habits is crucial. Avoid or minimize the consumption of harmful foods mentioned above. Sincerely wish all elderly people a healthy and happy later life. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. I hope today's content has touched you. Don't forget to click subscribe if you haven't yet, so we can accompany you every day. Let's grow together, be happy together, and grow old together. See you next time.